Hello, community, and welcome to Open Your Mind with Tracy Trimble. I'm Tracy. I'm going to take just a few minutes to let people join us. Imagine that we're grounding our physical body into the present moment. We're opening our heart to love, acceptance, kindness, and compassion. And that we're connecting directly to cosmic intelligence. We're present in this moment, giving our body permission to know that it's safe, secure, and supported, and our mind permission to open. We are opening to cosmic intelligence. The topic we're going to share today is going to be about releasing expectations. A few of you messaged asking me from Tuesday's session what I meant by geospatial locating. So not only am I going to share what geospatial locating is, but I'm also going to talk about why it's so important and its effect on being able to release negative expectation. So of course, with everything, there is a negative and a positive. A negative is simply a low frequency and vibration. Not that it's good or bad. It needs to be a low frequency and vibration in order for us to learn a lesson. It's the consequence of not being in alignment. It's not a punishment. It's literally an opportunity to be consciously aware. A positive expectation is the opportunity, or anything positive is the opportunity to be in a higher frequency and vibration. It's having learned the lesson. It's leveling up to a new consciousness. There are 4 types of consciousness. I'm not going to go into them in great detail, but at some point, probably in the Power Hour, I will actually, I think this month, the second Thursday of March at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am actually doing the 4 levels of awareness. So stay tuned for that. But there are 4. There is unconscious incompetence, where we don't know what we're thinking, feeling, saying, doing, or being is causing the effects that we're experiencing in our life. There is conscious incompetence. We know that we are the cause, but we don't know what we're doing, thinking, saying, feeling, being to create the drama. Then there's conscious competence. We know that we are the cause of all effect that we experience, and we're very consciously aware of creating positive cause instead of negative. And then there's unconscious competence. We don't need to be aware. We've highly attuned ourselves to our own frequency and vibration, our divine assignment, our truth, and we're able to experience in that form. So those 4 levels of awareness are what we're here to move through. When we're at that first level, we don't know that we don't know. Then we learn something and we do know, we just don't know how to do it. So we learn that. And then we know what we know and how to use the tools. And so we level up into an unconscious competence. This is really important. And so today, as we talk about releasing unconscious expectations, I want to teach you about what geospatial locating means. It means that you have a psychosomatic conscious competence of your own body. You're able to use your breath and your imagination to traverse the entire physical being and to locate blocks of energy. Usually, I want to say always, but that's pretty intense. most of the time, your blocks energetically, whether they're physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, are blocking self-love. If you can be in a high frequency and vibration of self-love, these lower vibrations are not going to get in your way. When you are able to psychosomatically find where that block to self-love is, and you're able to use your breath and imagination to release it, you are literally healing yourself with energy medicine. The challenge and what geospatial locating does is it allows you to understand the ways in which information gets stored in your cellular memory. And there are three. There is an inevitable frequency and vibration. There is a conditional frequency and vibration, and there is an impossible frequency and vibration. Each of those are created by your thoughts. Do you believe that it's inevitable? It's absolutely for sure going to happen? Do you believe it's conditional? It might, but it might not happen. Do you believe that it's impossible? It's never going to happen. The challenge is that each of these three pieces of inevitable, conditional, and impossible can be conscious. You can know that you think something is for sure, possibly, or absolutely not. But you can also, at a very subconscious level, have these expectations. You can really, really, really want to find self-love. At the exact same time, you can actually believe that that is impossible. And so what we want to be able to do is to release the expectation, the opportunity that anything can be created through our thoughts and our emotions. Whenever you have a block, whether it's physical in the form of an annoyance, a pain, a disease, or a dysfunction, it very often has been created because what you're trying to manifest isn't in alignment with your subconscious psychosomatic beliefs. So, for example, if you have an ailment, and you have been working at healing it, you are doing all of the right things and it doesn't change, or you have a relationship that you're trying to fix, you're doing all the right things, but nothing changes. I want you to imagine that there is a block in your psychosomatic trauma energy. And so we need to find out, is this block inevitable? I absolutely for sure believe it. Is it conditional? Maybe I do, or maybe I don't. Is it believed to be impossible? It is never going to happen. We can do this by energy alone. I like to do it through muscle testing. I use my fingers, but we can also body pendulum. What you would like to do is grab a piece of paper, and on the very top of the paper, write, I'm only taking inventory. This lets cosmic energy and Mother Earth energy know that you're just trying to figure out things. You're not creating anything. And write down what the challenge is, and be very conscious of your descriptive words, the way that you lay it out. So, for example, let's say that there is a particular relationship that I value. I would say, I value my relationship with blah, blah, blah. However, we're unable to come to terms of understanding, and we're always in a space of conflict. This is causing me physical harm and suffering somewhere in my body because I've done my body scan, I've checked in with the chakras, I've got the message, I've come to realize that it's this relationship. I'm going to want to muscle test or body pendulum. You can use a real pendulum as well. It's called dowsing. But to body pendulum, you're simply going to place both feet hip distance apart. knees soft, and your hands on your lower belly. You're going to give yourself going to ask, please show me yes. And as you exhale, you should fall forward or backward. This is your yes. You'll do the exact same thing for no. Show me no. And as you exhale, you'll either fall forward or backwards. They are going to be the opposite. And in this moment, that is the trigger. You're going to read out loud the issue that you're unable to find resolve in, and you're going to ask yourself, do I believe? Believe is really important because with belief, there's hope that we trust. It's not necessarily a knowing. We just believe it to be. And that can shift in our conscious awareness at any given time. So you have asked, do I believe that this issue can be resolved? And you're going to body pendulum. And you're going to get yes or no. And so if it's no, I want you to imagine that it's deeper than what you think it is. That's not the block. You're going to ask, do I believe that this resolution is inevitable? If you get a no, what that means is you don't believe that it can be resolved. Either it's not in your highest good, or it's not as valuable as you seem to think it is, or you have made it in terms of what's best for you. So the three questions are, is this resolution inevitable? Is this resolution conditional? Is this resolution impossible? So again, for those of you who are just joining, I'm demonstrating how we use geospatial locating. Geospatial locating is a psychosomatic trauma release where we determine that stubborn challenges are either inevitable, conditional, or impossible, programmed into our cellular memory. We may want something, we may say we want it, we may feel like we want it, but we have an unconscious or subconscious unresolved trauma that says it's inevitable, it will happen, it's conditional, it might happen, or it's impossible, it will never happen. When we have this issue, we can go back into the biofield and we can deprogram it, literally with our statement. I do not consent that this trauma is inevitable, impossible, or conditional, whatever it is that you want to shift the energy into. What this does is it removes all of the negative cellular memory, all the stories and the illusions, the habits and the beliefs, the trauma, your own or generational trauma that holds that belief in place. Very often, those beliefs are, I don't deserve love, that I can't heal myself, that I'm not worthy, that all of the self-esteem issues play into this psychosomatic trauma energy. It's any unconsciously stored thoughts and feelings that are affecting or influencing the way that you're able to perceive your reality. So let's do a really, really quick body scan. And in that, you're going to first take a moment to think about something that has been stubborn in the healing or the releasing. We're going to then find it in your body, and I'm going to reformat the inevitable, unconditional, or impossible energy. And that will give you the opportunity to do the shadow work in whatever way is most important for you. So let's find a comfortable position. Your ankles and your knees are unbound. Your hands are on your lap, palms facing up as though you're going to receive something. You're bringing into your awareness a physical, emotional, or mental challenge that hasn't released or is stubborn in sticking around. Give it a name, perhaps even a singular word. As an energy worker, I'm going to place that singular word above the very top of your head. And with your permission and your breath and awareness, you're going to allow that energy to drop into the very top of your head. Giving it permission to move to wherever in your body it's stuck. Imagine that ball moving to somewhere on your body. Mine just moved to my left shoulder. Bring awareness to this. And as you exhale, let it drop to its next location. Where is it really being held in your body? Mine just moved to above my right eye. With your breath and imagination, you're going to make a third and final drop into where that scene, situation, scenario, person, place, or thing is rooted. Exhale, just let your imagination go to anywhere in your body. Beautiful. You're going to take both your hands from your lap and, if possible, place them where you felt this trauma drop. If not, you'll just keep your breath and imagination on them as you place your hands at your heart. As an energy worker, I'm asking Source to deprogram the root of this unresolved conflict at its point of origin on the astral plane, deprogramming the inevitable, the conditional, and the impossible stories and delusions. I'm asking Source to fill each of your hearts, activating your innate biofield and creating a bridge to your pineal, your third eye, activating this. A bridge back to heart. That bridge goes to the biome, right below the belly button, activating the hara. A bridge back to heart. As an energy worker, I give thanks for deprogramming the psychosomatic trauma, offering you a solution to release all expectation and to allow this trauma to resolve itself at its point of origin on the astral plane. So mote it be. If your eyes still closed, you're going to move your body in any way that you need to release my energy from yours. Again, with your eyes still closed, you're going to repeat these words after me. I expect and accept resolve to this issue. I give thanks. I let it be so. And so it is. Mm. Namaste. You're going to very gently move your body, releasing my energy from yours. If you have any questions about geospatial locating, about deprogramming inevitable, conditional, or impossible, please don't hesitate to reach out. Namaste.